Book of Heaven, Volume 36, October 2nd, 1938. How the kingdom of the divine will is a decree that must come upon the earth. How it must sweep the earth clean. The Queen of Heaven cries and prays. The divine will is like sap for the plants. I am always in the divine will, although amid inexpressible bitternesses, as if they wanted to muddy its very sea. But this sea of the fiat forms its waves, covers me, hides me inside of it, sweetens my bitternesses, restore my strength, and makes me continue on my way inside its will. Its power is such as to reduce my bitternesses to nothing, making its life full of sweetness, all beautiful and majestic. Rise again from within them. And I adore it, I thank it, I pray it never to leave me alone and abandoned. Then my sweet Jesus, repeating his little visit, told me,
"My good daughter, courage. If you lose heart, you will lose the strength to live always in my will. Do not worry about what they say and do. All our victory is that they cannot prevent us from doing what we want. So, I can speak to you about my divine will, and you can listen to me. No power can prevent this. What I say to you about my will is nothing other than the carrying out of our decree, established ab eterno in the consistory of our sacrosanct Trinity, that our will must have its kingdom on earth. Our decrees are infallible. Nothing can prevent them from being fulfilled. Just as creation and redemption were our decrees, so is our decree the kingdom of our will upon the earth. Therefore, in order to fulfill this decree, I had to manifest the goods contained in it, its qualities, its beauties and wonders. Here is the necessity for me to speak to you so much, to accomplish this decree. Daughter, in order to reach this, I wanted to conquer man by way of love, but human perfidy does not allow me. Therefore, I will use justice. I will sweep the earth clean. I will remove all the harmful creatures who, like poisonous plants, poison the innocent plants. Once I have purified everything, my truths will find the way to give to the survivors the life, the balm, the peace that they contain, and all will receive them, giving them the kiss of peace, and they will reign to the confusion of those who did not believe them, or worse, condemned them. Thus will I have my kingdom upon earth, that my will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Therefore, I repeat to you, let us not move in anything. Let us do our way, and we will sing victory. And let them do their way, in which they will find confusion and shame of themselves. It will happen to them as to those blind who do not believe in the light of the sun because they do not see it. They will remain in their blindness, while those who see it and believe it will take pleasure and bask in the goods of the light, to their highest contentment."
Jesus became silent, but my poor mind was gloomed by the so many horrific evils by which the earth is invested and will be invested. At that moment, the sovereign queen made herself seen, with her eyes all red as though covered with blood from so much crying. What heartbreak to see my celestial mamma crying. And with her maternal tone, with inexpressible tenderness, crying, she told me, "Dearest daughter of mine, pray together with me. How grieved is my heart in seeing the scourges by which the whole humanity will be engulfed. The volubility of the leaders, today they say something, tomorrow something else, will cast the peoples into a sea of pains and also of blood. Poor children of mine. Pray, my daughter, don't leave me alone in my sorrow. May everything happen for the triumph of the kingdom of the divine will." Then I was following the divine will in its acts, abandoning myself completely in its arms, and my sweet Jesus resumed his speech, saying,
"My daughter, as the creature enters into our will to make it her own, she makes our will hers, and we make hers our own. And in everything she does, whether she loves, adores, works, suffers, or prays, our will forms the divine seed within her acts. Oh, how beautiful, fresh, and holy she grows. Our will is like sap for the plants. If there is sap, the plants grow beautiful. They are green, thick with leaves, and produce mature, large, and tasty fruits. But if the sap diminishes, the poor plant loses its green color, the leaves fall down, It has no virtue of producing its good fruits and ends up withering. In fact, the sap is like the soul of the plant, like the vital fluids that sustain the plant and make it bloom. Such is the soul without my will. She loses the origin, the life and essence of good. She loses the vegetation, the freshness, the vigor. She becomes faded, ugly, weak, and ends up losing the seed of good. If you knew how much I pity a soul who lives without my will, I could call her the painful scene of creation. I, who created all things with such beauty and harmony, am forced by human ingratitude to see the most beautiful creatures I made, poor, weak, covered with wounds as to arouse pity. Yet my will is at everyone's disposal. It denies itself to no one. Only those who reject it, those who, ungrateful, do not want to receive it, voluntarily deprive themselves of it, to our greatest sorrow.
Fiat.